Hey everybody, welcome back to the Playing with Power podcast. You're tuning in for the issue-by-issue retrospective on Nintendo Power Magazine. We've just come back from a break from our first season.
Don't call it a comeback!
We're now breaking it down into seasons by year of magazine, so we're now in the 1994 season, looking at January 1994 with Mega Man X on the cover. I am your host, Ben, and with me as always are my co-hosts Mike.
Hello.
And John.
We're back, everyone.
We are. How was your break?
Pretty good. Started learning to drive, going through classes. Figured I've done enough bicycling and busing. It's time to start terrorizing the city. Plus, I can put a Playing with Power car magnet on the side of my door and do a little mobile advertising. So it's time to start getting my license and hitting that old paved trail.
You did like the reverse dog years version of driving. You waited till you were like
36, 37. Yeah,
so I got to terrorize my instructor today. That was fun. Actually, he said I was doing pretty good. Which, as someone with crippling self-esteem, that's a surprise.
Was he older or younger than you?
Older.
Wow.
Were his pants unzipped?
Now you're going to learn to walk the stick shift.
Yeah.
I thought this was an automatic. It is.
And now for the oral exam.
Oh.
Well, in pure irony, I ended up getting a bike over the break. So I got some nice fat tires.
Ben's regressing and Mike's progressing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. Got a nice fat tire mongoose bike, so I'm trucking that around.
Chaos has been restored.
Now,
How about you, John?
Did you get that to like ride the trails near your house, or like what's the plan?
No, we're doing family bike rides. Got the 4-year-old out there on his bike, and he's up on 2 wheels now. Doesn't need the training wheels anymore. And
nice.
My wife has she's borrowing a bike from her sister right now, and we have a little trailer for the 2-year-old.
Okay.
So he sits in there. So we truck around the neighborhood a couple times a week.
That's good. The weather's been nice before it gets hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's even at dark, it's still pretty nice.
Right.
Just not during the day. So how about you, John? What have you been up to?
Work's been kind of hell lately, actually. Had some people quit, so a lot of long days. It's not really a lot of time for anything else right now, unfortunately. But, it'll pass.
The good news is, since they quit, you're getting their paychecks, right?
Yeah.
I wish.
At least you're in demand, right?
Yeah, I'm somewhere, that's for sure.
Unless they quit because the place is shutting down, in which case...
Yeah, that's what you pulled at your last place. Like, well, time to bail. And like, corporate was a month later.
No, it wasn't even that. I was sitting in my new job a week later. A week after I started it, I'm at a spring training game with the CEO of the company who invited us out. He's asked me if I want a beer, and then like 15 minutes in the game, my phone starts blowing up with everybody from my last job saying, they're shutting us down at the end of the year. They're firing everybody. I'm just like,
You horseshoe wearing son of a bitch.
And sitting there, sucks to be you. Woo!
You should have bailed like I did. Woo!
Oh, they got really good severance packages, actually.
Yeah, because the parent company was... I'm not going to say what it was, but it was definitely one with deeper pockets, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
they paid everyone out. If I had stayed on through the end of the year, I probably would have made probably a full year's worth of salary. So.
Ben's doesn't want to give away the name of the company for privacy reasons, but let's just say the parent company's name rhymes with dump.
What?
Nice.
I'm just stirring up the water, alleging some ties.
Nothing. I got you.
Dump.
Speaking of which,
dump
now I don't say I'm going to take a dump anymore. I just say I'm going to go take a trump. Every time I have to take a shit in the bathroom.
Oh, as opposed to the shit in the closet.
I always say I have to go give birth to a policeman, like my cousin does. Black Lives Matter. All right.
You don't shit into a vase.
Well, it does have an aroma, I guess. So
that's a callback to FDR, American Badass. In case you're paying attention there, John.
Oh, Really? That was
Franklin
that?
Delano Roosevelt took a shit in a vase? I need to brush up on my American history.
All I remember is being really drunk and enjoying the Marco Polio joke way too much.
Marco.
Polio! And he had like the machine gun wheels on his wheelchair as he was mowing down the werewolf Nazis.
No, it's like when
Okay, whoa,
he
whoa,
won
hold
like
the fuck up. There's a president killing Nazis now?
Werewolf Nazis.
I heard of Bubba Hotep, but
werewolf
Was
Nazis.
this like the unofficial sequel?
No.
No, non-related completely. It's just called FDR American Badass. I believe it's on Netflix.
It was, at least when we watched it. It is very good.
I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but if you can't find it on there, you can find it somewhere. It's fantastic.
At your friendly neighborhood torrent site. I mean, wait, we don't endorse that kind of...
There's a scene when he wins like re-election that like everyone's like just freaking out, like smashing things, punching into the face, and like there's this one like kid who just like is screaming, like takes a flower vase, throws all the flowers out, just drop trowel, and just takes it right in the vase.
That at all, Jesus.
Why?
Because it's a silly, stupid movie, Mike. Jesus Christ, there's no logic.
Was it made by Trey Parker and Matt Stone?
No.
It's not that big of a movie.
Anyway.
Oh, you know who? The only memorable actor in it was Kevin Sorbo, I think. He played.
Was he FDR?
Abraham? No, he played Abraham Lincoln.
Sorbo Smash. He was on an episode of what was I watching? Oh, Psych. He was playing a bounty hunter, like a mock-up of Dog the Bounty Hunter on Psych.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, all right.
Let's dig into the matter at hand here. So we've got Mega Man X on the cover, and it's got two covers actually. So if you were a Nintendo Power subscriber, you got an extra cover on the outside, which is all silver, and it is embossed. So it's got an embossed outline of Mega Man X that says bonus issue with the Nintendo Power logo at the top.
So
Mega Man standing tall like a boss.
Two questions.
Yes.
So Ben, prior to production, was telling me that his was unopened. I don't understand how.
Well, not the magazine.
Oh, okay. The insert. Okay.
Yeah, it comes with like a whole bonus issue in the inside, which we'll get into. But it also came packaged in a sleeve, and inside the sleeve was another sealed package of, I believe, they're Pogs.
They look too big to be Pogs to me.
I don't know what they are. They're just kind of like these cardboard discs on a page that I had never popped out.
Well, kids, you're going to be growing up, and you're going to be needing to, keep the beer stains off your dad's
they're
Chesterfield.
coasters.
So here's some coasters.
Yeah.
They're a little small. That it's like the size of like a silver dollar.
And then
Well, they're for wine coolers. Start young.
the second question is Mega Man X related to Malcolm X?
No.
Oh, okay.
Next question.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, unless Dr. Wily is like instituting some very discriminatory policies, then I guess like Mega Man X might be the opposition, like the robot rights leader.
Or American History X, Bite the Curb. All right.
So Mega Man X is not Mega Man 10. Hilariously enough and confusingly enough, it's a whole different series that they started on Super Nintendo. So on the front cover, the second cover that is.
Well, yeah.
Got a full color shot of.
Did we really
what's that?
describe like what? So it's like, what's the embossed cover? It's like, it looks like the other cover, like the actual cover that was like newsstand cover, but Mega Man is like inverted. So on the actual cover, he's
reversed,
facing left to our left, his right, and then on the embossed version, it's just him, like nothing else. And he's facing to our right or his left, and then all right. So, but it's the same pose like on both covers.
Yep.
It's just one is silver and no color, just like looks like really smooth aluminum foil. And
in the colored cover, we get to see.
Whoa!
that,
You don't have to segregate the covers.
Oh wow! Racist.
Well, we get to see that beautiful J.J. Abrams Star Trek bloom. Like this guy's glistening.
Yeah, he's
on
sparkling.
the cover.
He's sparkling all over the place. And you can see sort of like a transformation type effect where they have Mega Man pre-upgrades sort of in the background, transforming into Mega Man X post upgrades. And there's a little triangle here, silver triangle, saying Super NES TMNT Tournament Fighters.
And what does it say? Best Action Super Blast? Is that what it says?
Fast action.
Super Blast.
Okay. The scan
All
I
right.
have isn't great. All right.
Moving on into the...
I think that's also the subtitle to like one of the first gay porns that John rented.
No, that was Men in Black Men.
I'm always about the solo gay ones called Go Fuck Yourself.
Or Sperms of Endearment.
Oh, there you go.
All right. And so the inside cover, we have a Superpower Club ad. And baseball has broken a window. And large text says, get a friend into something besides trouble. Get them to Superpower Club, and you'll pick up 4 power stamps. All they need to do is fill out this form. Not much else there.
Get some stamps.
Yep, get your stamps. Get your stamps here. And then we have an ad for the Game Boy with a Shaun White's dad shredding a snowboard half pipe or something. His snowboard has Nintendo print like photoshopped onto the bottom of it, and he's holding a Game Boy as he's shredding down the mountain, so to speak.
Which is also likely also photoshopped. Otherwise, the screen would be washed out by sunlight.
But
And he's apparently drawing a shadow on the ground, which forms the words Game Boy trademark. Take it anywhere.
This guy is the grand master of shadow puppets.
or they drank a bunch of like grape drink and peed it into the snow.
Oh, I like
You'd
that
still
idea.
need to be like a helicopter to get that distance. Otherwise, it'd be a lot of trickle between. It would look cursive. I mean, you got to have great bladder control to make it look print.
I like my joke. I'm gonna.
Maybe
stand
they
by
had a
it.
stencil.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Anything else?
so game reviews coming up. Table of contents for Super Nintendo. We have Mega Man X, Flashback, Claymates, Soldiers of Fortune, TMNT Tournament Fighters, Super Solitaire, Battletoads and Double Dragon: The Ultimate Team. For Game Boy, we have Batman: The Animated Series, TMNT 3, Radical Rescue, Tetris 2, and then for NES we have Disney's Chip and Dale and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 2. Excuse me, they cut the line over.
Part 2.
I think I may have
Part
rented
2.
Super Solitaire.
Part deuce.
Why would you?
What?
Why?
What would possess a person
I want to travel
rent?
back in time to like
I want
15-year-old
to throttle
Mike
now.
and punch you in the dick.
Why would you even admit that to another human being,
God.
let alone a whole podcast of people?
Because I was raised playing card games.
Oh my
So I thought
god.
the idea of playing them in beautiful 60s.
I'm more offended than if you said like I killed a hobo. Like I am more angry at you that you rented Super Solitaire than if you murdered a hobo. Not even
Well,
kidding.
In my defense, when I told you I murdered a hobo, it was only because I needed to sustain an erection.
Yeah. Forever in blue jeans.
This is before I wrote that song. What was it called? Sweet Caroline.
That is an all-time great Will Ferrell skit. All right. Okay. What do we have in the Player's Pulse? They're playing the World.
Well,
hold on,
we got
whoa
the,
now.
Hold on, we got the
Oh,
adventures of, far be it from John to ignore children, but no, we got this guy dressed up. We got our favorite boy. He's lost the Malamute. Either that or he's been upgraded into a semi-robot human cyborg animal thing. It looks like Astro Boy and Jughead got chopped up and merged together. And Human Boy is playing with Astro Jughead Boy on a Game Boy Game Link cable. The robot is playing, and apparently Human Boy is unaware that he is a partner in this.
No. You got it wrong. This is they were doing a duel. Mm-hmm. So they were like walking, away from each other, and the robot turned around to shoot him, quote unquote, with
He
his
cheated.
Game Boy faster.
He cheated.
In the back.
Yeah.
Cheating cunt. Robots have no need for decorum.
So, Player's Pulse, where the artwork looks like a really big game of that. What is it? What is that game?
The pegboard?
Yeah, Mind. What is that?
Oh, I don't
What
know.
is that game?
Chinese
They
checkers.
have them at
Maybe
Cracker
Chinese
Barrel.
checkers. Yeah.
Think of them on the Cracker Barrel.
Right. No, but there's another game, Mastermind. It looked like that.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay.
I believe
Yep. Or like a board with a bunch of mushrooms on it that are all spell out.
Or like
players'
Centipede.
goals in different.
Centipede. That's what it looks like. The mushrooms and centipede.
Yeah, that could be it. All right.
Okay.
And then we want to take the first envelope, Mikey.
Sure. And this one even gets a story. It's not just some casual envelope. There's a story behind it. It says, from Susan Van Sant, so a girl gamer, always glad to see that. I'm a 19-year-old artist who loves Zelda. When I was in the 7th grade, I had potential to be a good artist, but I lacked creativity. Since I had no real interest, I didn't work on my ability, but that changed when I received The Legend of Zelda on my 13th birthday. I was hooked instantly. When I wasn't playing it, I was drawing it. I tried so hard to draw Link just like the instruction booklet. As I grew older, I expanded and drew new poses and made up my own characters. I now have my own style and I enclose my own unique Link as an example.
That's cool.
Thank you, Nintendo Power, for inspiring me through those critical years. You've helped me let my imagination go, and now I draw nearly anything. Who would have thought that such a little character like Link could have such an impact? I'm going to college now to major in graphic design. Thanks again.
Wow, and you can actually read. You can read her address with how they've like Susan Van Sant, Route 1, Trady, Iowa. 30356 or whatever it is, but
Can you guys look this girl up, see if she's still into graphic design or game
I
stuff?
did. She sells paintings on Etsy.
oh,
So here's the
Did you-
bio. Susan Van Sant, born 1974 in Oskaloosa, Iowa, USA, is a popular surreal and fantasy artist. Her paintings are easily recognized by their beautiful subject posed in highly detailed scenes. Her art draws from the delicate relationships between darkness and light, beauty and color. Her favorite painting medium is acrylic paint on canvas. She uses a sophisticated glazing method with many thin layers of paint that appear to float upon one another, creating a richness and depth rarely seen in this medium. Susan's been selling her work on Etsy since 2007. Her earlier works depicted dark, emotionally charged nude portraits of women in surreal environments.
Damn.
yeah.
So did you shoot out a hello, see if she's still into gaming stuff?
No.
Do that.
No.
I'll take the next letter here.
Are we not going to talk about the envelope itself?
Oh, go for it.
It's Link from Link's Awakening. It's got the owl on it, the sword in the sand, the conch shell, and it is just fucking beautiful. This seriously this looks like if Don Bluth made a Zelda movie. This is what it would look like. It is just fucking perfect. Link in great detail, although he's kind of like, he looks like one of those Facebook model girls, like the one that's like always got their ass bent out like way much like you think they got like spinal bifida or something. Like he's like kind of leaning over, but he's like, his back seems almost disconnected from his ass. But the detail in the hat, the hair, the nose, the face, the eyes, the owl, it's just spectacular. Anybody else has any thoughts?
No, you covered mine.
Yep.
Lack of effort. Woo!
John, you take the next letter. John, you want to take the next letter?
Oh, sorry. Andrew Ortega from Panoramic Photo writes, I enjoyed reading your article on the making of Super Empire Strikes Back. You should have an article on all the steps there are to make a video game. Wow. Yeah. All right, sure.
Yeah. First you take a development team, then you underpay them, then you tell them to then you give them way too many demands beyond their ability to produce. And then you make it seem like it's their fault when they fall short. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then comes the coding.
But if it's good, then Miyamoto takes all the credit.
Yep. And this Asian guy whose face looks like it's stretched over someone else's skull smiles and takes the credit.
All right. What's the next one, Ben?
Okay, I'll take the one from Ben McBride from Fort Lauderdale. In your September issue in Players Pulse, you asked how I liked the Making of Super Empire Strikes Back article. I loved it, and I definitely want to see more. I'm very interested in how video games are made, and your article was very informative. You should print articles like this as often as possible. I can't wait till the next one. Clearly, just have a theme. Mike, you take the last one here.
I like the fact that the making of article was based on Super Empire Strikes Back, but that's still not enough to make it an interesting section. I think this article is boring and a cheap way of killing space. You fucking asshole. Why don't you use space to increase coverage for classified information or Counselor's Corner? All right, you've redeemed yourself.
Danny Mew's a spirit animal. Fuck the coverage.
Danny Mew from Elmhurst, New York.
He's wrong.
Wrong.
Counselor's Corner. He wants more.
You know what? He
wants to make Nintendo Power great again.
Ben
Come
is
on.
right though. Like articles like that are fun. I don't know what.
That is true. Like this guy's cutting off his arm because he broke his wrist.
Yes.
Like,
There's a way to get both.
cut the stupid Nestor comic and give me more in-depth articles.
They're going to do that soon.
You can just cut all the comics as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
no comics.
Mario was good.
Nope, no comics.
Okay, so can you want to describe the art for the rest of the envelopes? I know you do.
Well, we get to see a beautiful 90s style
Dangle that carrot in
Cyclops.
front of Michael.
So that's a beautiful thing. Then we got Final Fight 2 with Mayor Hagar and Cody and some girl. And then we get to see some beautiful Mario art. It's very stylized. Like, Princess Peach is kind of nice, but then Yoshi is...
Yoshi looks like he just smoked a bowl for 420. That's what he looks like.
He's got, like, these yellow bloodshot eyes, and he's really fat. Like, he just, like, had way too many Cheetos. Mario's just chilling out.
Hold on. So speaking of 420, just a shout out to our main man, Brandon Boswell, because we are recording this on 420. So he's going on a little hiatus at the moment. He's traveling. He's going to be in some remote areas. So he may not be able to do the taste test for a while or guest with us. But to wherever he is, I'm sure he's enjoying his special day.
He's definitely in a bong-induced stupor right now.
Yes.
As he calls it, Thursday.
Congratulations. This is the day of your people, Brandon. We honor you.
Brandon would be listening to this right now, but I bet you any money he's asleep.
Okay. Sorry, keep going.
Okay, and then can anybody identify what this other artwork is in the middle?
Zelda on the right.
Princess Zelda.
I see the chick from, I think that's one of the fighting games in the red.
Oh yeah, we're looking right at her. Final Fight. She's in the other Final Fight, standing. She's one of the legs of Mayor Hagar. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention
right, okay.
that Mayor Hagar thing. He looks like Voltron if he was made of people.
What is the other weird thing with 420 is it's the Columbine anniversary.
And Hitler's birthday.
Yeah, so you smoked to forget Columbine, I guess.
That proves that all marijuana users are Nazis.
Think about it, people.
Open your eyes.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. All right. All right, can we go
And
on?
the next one is Vega versus Blanca.
Yep.
Very well done.
Good job. All right.
Okay. John, you going to go over the Pro Bowl contest winner?
Speaking of 420, he's smoking a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
1993 in Hawaii.
No amateur bowl. This is the Pro Bowl.
Jonathan Don't Hassle the Hoff from Hutchinson, Minnesota was selected as the grand prize winner from issue 42, a trip to Hawaii to watch the Pro Bowl. John and his father, Gary, stayed at the same hotel. Well, that's probably convenient.
Gary.
So, and they stayed at the same hotel that the players stayed at. All right, I guess I should have read the rest of the sentence. So they got a chance to meet some of them poolside with the pros, huh? The weather must of course. The weather, of course, was excellent. Quite a change from the Minnesota midwinter.
Do you need a pinch reader?
In fact, no, pinch your loaf off on your face. All right. In fact, when we made the call to John to inform him he'd won the grand prize, he was just getting back home from riding a snowmobile. All right. So good for them. They watched football, a really boring football game. The dad, they have a photo in the stands with the dad's like, oh yeah, I gotta hold this fucking magazine. Like, I'm gonna hide my face with the shadow of my hat so that like my friends will work.
When my boy's ready to get laid, I'll be glad to see these things go.
Hey, he got a free trip to Hawaii. I mean, he can't be too unhappy.
Right.
Right. So I got to read Gail's editor corner here.
Go ahead, Ben.
So I was right, by the way. Editor's corner. The first issue of 1994. And we're all going pog wild.
All right.
All Superpower
Maybe
Club members.
they mean passion fruit orange juice guava, like the drink from Hawaii. They might not be talking about pogs. I'm doubling down.
Superpower Club members are receiving a very special set of Mega Man X milk caps with this, the January 94 bonus issue. Once you punch the 6 milk caps out of their carrier sheet, you can do several things with them. For starters, you can play with them. If you don't know how to play the milk cap game, check out the inside back cover of the issue to find out. All members in Hawaii will know what to do with them because milk caps are all the rage in the islands. Whatever you do, hang on to them because, like trading cards, they're very collectible.
If you want to play the Milkman game, you can ask your mom.
Oh. All right. Were you a pog guy, Ben?
I had some. I had like a small tube of them. But I had like one of those, what are they called, flippers? Or,
The Ripper.
I don't know. I had
Jack the Ripper.
I had a metal one. I have no idea what happened to them though.
What they call kickers?
It's a slammer, by the way.
Slammer, that's it. Thank you.
But I had one called a Ripper because it had like serrated tooth edge on it. That thing was banned
Jesus.
in like tournament play.
Just destroying other pogs.
Yeah, it's like fuck your pog. It's like the Peter.
Screw your own pogs.
It was the Peter
It was
North
the
of
Rick-
slammers. Like all the others.
It was the Rick James. Fuck your pug, mother.
I went Peter North. He went Rick James. All right. Okay. All right. So Mega Man 10.
It's the cat penis of slammers. Okay. Because it's barbed. Never mind.
Cat penis.
Right? Is
I
it
thought-
cats?
Yeah. No, I thought you said cat penis, and I was like, what? Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe Captain America does have a barbed penis. I don't know. Anyways, Mega Man X, our feature game.
Woo!
What's different about this game? So better graphics, obviously. So a big step up in graphics from the Nintendo games, and you've got more of a storyline in it. So you have a text dialogue in it. You've got other characters. So you've got a new character called Zero, which is like a counterpart to Mega Man, and actually it's a playable character in some of the other games. You've got a new bad guy, so you don't have Dr. Wily anymore. You've got Sigma. Dr. Light's still in it, but I think he's dead. And he just shows up to you in a hologram form to bestow you with gifts.
So he's like Tupac at Coachella.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
All right.
He does a mic drop, but you can't hear it.
And then you've got the Mega Buster, or the X Buster, as they call it here. So you can charge your X Buster from the very beginning of the game.
I gave her the X Buster, said DMX.
The other main difference is the armor you get. So you get the power to dash. I think you get the power to double jump at some point in maybe this game or the second one. And you can slide down walls, I believe. Yeah, so it shows you can slide down walls.
Do you get the power to dab?
What is dabbing?
Yeah, remember that? Like there, you put your head like in your elbow socket and like sort of dab your head down. Like, do you remember that whole dabbing thing? All right, I guess.
No, I don't know what dabbing is.
Well, Not cool. You can Google it. The kids are.
Was that like extreme pogging?
Yes. All right.
Extreme
pogging. So,
was it like that stupid dance in the club where you have to like make your elbow touch your kneecap, and then you throw your elbow out, and then back to touch your kneecap, and then out?
Kind of.
Is that like the game where you make girls try to touch their elbows behind their back?
Ben,
so their chest sticks out?
You brilliant bastard.
But you can't do that, huh? You're like, yeah, that's what I thought. Keep trying, honey. So anyways, he's got, you can get various pieces of armor in different stages to upgrade Mega Man himself. And then you become X at the end of it.
X,
so you get all the...
Give it to you.
all the upgrades from chest armor to helmets to a new blaster to shoes, etc.
The graphics are a real step up here, though. I mean, obviously it's Super Nintendo, so duh. But it really does look like it's a great looking game, even for a Super Nintendo game, I would say.
And they had had really good music. The enemies are top notch. Character design's amazing. Level design's very good. I mean, it's a really excellent.
So
game.
where does it fall in the pantheon compared to the original like NES run for you?
For me, my favorite's still Mega Man 2.
Right.
But I would put Mega Man X just below that.
Okay, so great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay.
The enemies don't have man as in their names anymore. So you've got Chill Penguin, you've got Storm Eagle, Flame Mammoth. We also have Spark Mandrill, Armored Armadillo. It's all based on animals. Launch Octopus, Sting Chameleon, Boomer Kuwanger, which is a terrible name. And they're all based on various animals, and they're not shaped like men so much anymore. They're shaped like animals.
Yeah, that's pretty. I like it. It's a very interesting departure. Like it instead of being the same old tired thing, takes it in a new direction. And with all the armor upgrades and the fact, I think, can you revisit the? Yeah, you can revisit these stages. You can't do that with other Mega Mans, can you?
I'm not sure about all of them. I just know in the earlier ones you can't.
Yeah, which is sucks because that means you only have one chance to grab the right boss so that you can get a special thing. But the cool thing about this is that you find secret holograms which will give you amazing things like less damage, less damage you receive, more damage you give. And I think there's also one here if you find all the upgrades or a certain one, you get to do the Hadouken.
That's right. That's like it's not required part of the game. It's actually a really difficult place to get. It's kind of an Easter egg you can find, where you can you have to. It's really difficult to get. I've done it before, but you can get the Hadouken power, and it's not any better than the regular Mega Buster. So it's not like some awesome move you get. It's just kind of a cool little Easter egg.
Yeah. If you thought I'm playing a Capcom game, I want to play Street Fighter. Now you can play Street Fighter while playing Mega Man.
So one of the cooler things about the game is that your actions in one level can affect another level entirely. So
it's like the butterfly
This
effect.
is so.
if you take a look, yeah,
It's the Butterfly Man effect.
we'll take a look at the Flame Mammoth stage, and so it talks about no fire. So if you go through it first before beating the Chill Penguin stage, it's got like hot magma all over the place, flames bursting out everywhere. And it's kind of a really difficult stage to get through. But if you beat the Chill Penguin stage first, then the entire level is iced over.
Chill Penguin just makes me think of that Club Penguin. Have you ever seen that Reddit like ban from Club Penguin?
I heard of the game. What is the deal with that thing?
It was just like a place for teenage and like preteens to hang out online, but like people made up all these things of like the ways that they like how quickly they could get banned from Club Penguin and like it's an amazing like subreddit, just like all the shit that people have come up with, how like competitive ways to get banned from Club Penguin.
So it's like AOL Instant Messenger chat rooms kind of thing.
Yeah, except like the mod, like
generation.
yeah, except like you couldn't really say anything, so I don't know. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway.
All right. So the coverage here is pretty good. They've got all the kind of level coverage you can want in here. They've got nice art of all the characters, all the bad guys, and then of course at the end they have a tease for the last bosses with Sigma. And his multiple forms. So that's kind of all I had to say about the game. Would you guys
Have you seen the Ego Raptor video called Sequelitis about comparing Mega Man to Mega Man X?
No, should I?
Yes, it is very worth describing. Like he goes like bizarre, like talking about how Mega Man X is like the best game because its narrative structure doesn't keep bothering you once you get the game going, like in other games where they would be like, they'll stop the action and be like, Mega Man, you have to watch out for this character, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, in Mega Man X, it just shuts the fuck up unless you realize, oh, if I just bang into this guy, I get hurt. If I press this button, I jump over him. Oh, yeah. Like, he talks about how intuitive the game is. And the animation is that he uses is, well, it's like a slideshow, but he's pretty funny and extreme. So check out Mega Man X Sequelitis Ecoraptor. He's the same guy that does Starbomb.
Don't know either of those. The Angry Video Game Nerd, he did a little episode about the later Mega Man X games. He's like, oh, I've always liked Mega Man. Let me try the later ones. And he's just going kind of through the ones that were released for like PlayStation. And it's all these like unskippable cutscenes where it's just like text coming on the screen that just like cuts in the middle of action. So you're trying to like go through a really difficult section and just like text pops up and stops you.
Also, Starbomb did do a song about Mega Man with Dr. Wily as Mega Man's sex therapist. And it's a whole rap thing about how Mega Man's wife isn't pleased in bed, so Dr. Wily tells him you have to get all the sex moves from the Robot Masters, and it's pretty funny.
Nice.
Where an X shows up to fight Mega Man.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, fuck it. Just look for Starbomb, Mega Man, or Ecoraptor. Just it's funny. You won't regret it. Just do it. Just do it.
Do it now.
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
So,
should we move on to the next game here?
Yeah. Oh, was there any other levels that changed if you defeated bosses, or was it just a fire level?
That's the only one I remember. It's possibly the one's changed, but I think that's the only notable one. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Flashback. So I believe I mentioned this game before, and I was wrong thinking it was directly connected to Another World. Out of This World.
Is it Out of This World or Another World?
It's actually called Another World, but there was a soap in the U.S. at the time called Out of This World. Okay. And they didn't want gamers to think that there was a game based on a soap opera, so they... there wasn't. No, it's called Another World in the States, so they changed it to Out of This World. So, anyways, they've gone back and they've changed it back since then for re-releases. So, Flashback is an homage to that game. It's not directly connected.
It looks so much like a sequel.
Yeah, it's very, very heavily influenced, and I think it might be the same publishing company. But it's not the same.
Yeah, so it's this guy looking at a silhouette of a bird, which really looks like the Chozos from Metroid.
Mm-hmm. So it's got the same kind of, it almost looks like 3D animation.
It looks like if the Tick was like film noir, is kind of what it looks like.
Nice.
I knew as that bird creeped around the corner, this was not going to be no spoon mission.
Spoon! Alright.
So, okay, let's see here. What's the storyline here? You get, let's see here. From the moment you wake in the jungles of Titan, every creature around is out to get you. The only help is your trusty blaster and your wits. So it's kind of the same kind of thing, fish out of water kind of, where am I kind of thing. It's mainly...
Or who you are, because your wits have been scrambled. What was another game we played for the Super Nintendo? Not Shadowrun.
Shatterhand?
Flytrap or Shatterban or something. It was the detective who was also trying to figure out, like, okay, well, I've lost my memory conveniently.
I know what you're talking
Where
about.
the hell am I?
It was that one that had the logo like taking up a fourth of the screen.
The game. Shadowrun.
Shatner-run.
Shadowrun. And the shat hits the fan. So it's a platformer game, and it's got pretty decent graphics. Not as good as Another World in terms of the...
You mean Out of
control.
This World?
I'll call it Another World. That's what you find it as now.
I'm pretty sure when we saw it in Council's Corner in previous issues, it was called Out of This World.
God, you're so annoying sometimes.
All right, why don't you go over the game, Mike?
Okay, I'll pass over the game. How about that? No, it's a. It's got a nice level. There's like stage 1, the Titan Jungle looks a lot like the swamps of Dagobah from Super Empire Strikes Back. And instead of, it's one of those games where obviously you can't like explore. It punishes you for exploring. So it automatically tells you right off the bat, step by step, all these things you have to do as it breaks down the level into a grid. Because, I don't know, this kind of tells you that like this game's not meant to be explored or have like fun with. You got to figure out the one instruction you're supposed to do. But that's the beauty of adventure games.
So just like Another World, you take the wrong step and you're dead. By the way, can I say I recently bought that remake for like $1.60 on PlayStation 4?
Okay.
Regrets? Or no regrets?
No, I liked it. I played through it and I beat it in an evening.
No regrets.
Yeah.
I was
no
eating.
regrets.
I was eating a Snickers or whatever that stupid ad is. Have you seen that thing?
I don't think so.
There's like a girl giving a guy a tattoo, and she's like eating a Milky. It's a Milky Way actually, and like he looks at his arm and he like realizes that she's written like no regrets instead of no regrets.
Oh, okay.
And he's like no regrets, and she's like I was eating a Milky Way, like stupid like Valley Girl way like style. It's really stupid, but yeah, I don't know.
That reminds me of the real tattoo that said no ragrets.
Yeah. My cousin has, what is it? He wanted never scared, but he got never scarred.
Oh, jeez.
That's why you always bring a dictionary when you get a word tattoo, people.
Yeah. Consult the autocorrect on your computer.
Yeah, my cousin's not the smartest peanut in the turd. So,
No.
Love him, but yeah.
It's one of these. So, anyways, Flashback's one of those adventure games where you've got to know all the steps very carefully, execute them perfectly to make it through. If you die, you start over at a certain point, depending on the difficulty level. And there's several different areas. Ninja Power's got it mapped out very well.
So it's just
There's
like, can you
cutscenes
memorize like a QuickTime event? Is kind of what the game is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, a lot of it's puzzles too. So, like, what's the right thing to do in this situation? It's not all memorization, but some of it is for sure.
We should start a bar and call it Puzzles.
Is that from Helium?
How I Met Your Mother, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, it's part of the puzzle is why is the bar called Puzzles?
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible.
And your check is just an equation at the bottom. How much do you owe?
Oh, what is that? Have you seen that? Like, some guy was fighting Verizon because he went to like a foreign country, and they were billing him, like they sent him a huge bill, like $3,000 for data or something like that, and eventually he figured out that like they had charged him per byte instead of per megabyte.
Oh, geez.
And so, like, after all these fights, like, back and forth with, like, he's like, that you billed me per byte, like, and like, gave them proof and everything, and was willing to settle for, like, a more fair amount. And, like, they were being dicks about it, so he wrote, like, his check in, like, a weird, like, linear mathematical equation, like with like sigma power to the x or what, like, like and in the memo line he wrote like, so Verizon Wireless in this like huge mathematically vector equation for the amount that he owed them, and then like in the memo line wrote like, what now bitches, or something like that.
Oh, nice.
That's at least my recollection of it. So
all right, John, tell us about Claymates, the next game here.
Claymates, the conglomeration between Play-Doh and Playboy. That's about all I got. All right, it looks
Play-Doh mates.
You like the one that the Clay Fighter.
I like
right?
Clay Fighter. I don't like Claymates.
This is the same company.
Is it?
Play, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They had all those same clay models, and they're just like, All right, we got this clay algorithm. Let's do something.
All right. It's a platformer. But it's not. It doesn't play like Clay Fighter at all. It's like, are all the camera characters like animated in Clay style? Like they went through their motions.
Yep.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's like
you play a human
What?
or a gooman, I guess.
No,
Yeah, Clayton.
Clayton, the star of the show, is just a regular old ball of blue clay. However, by bumping into other strategically placed clay caches, he'll be transformed into one of the other 5 claymates.
Then what's this weird human thing? It says Clayton, and there's like a person.
That's Clayton. He's a human, or I guess a gooman, or whatever.
A cumin? A cumin? A cluman?
I don't know about
Straight
this,
out of cum
this
box.
super
There
sad
we go.
looking, this straight looking Ben dog on page 27. Like
What?
really like sad looking Ben. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you can turn into Muckster, which is a clay cat, which is climb trees. Globmeister, which looks like a chipmunk, where you can throw acorns. Oozy,
Yeah, you get to shoot your
it's
nuts.
a
boy.
mouse. It's a rat, faster than a hedgehog. Goopy, he can only be out of water for 10 seconds, but underwater he's an ace clayfish. And you have Dodo, which is like a bird.
Yeah, but a flightless bird, or only
Man,
very
listen.
short distances, like a chicken.
Warner Brothers is going to sue them for ripping off Plucky Duck.
And so, what are these bosses? Like Ben is the boss,
Yeah.
and
You fight a clam.
yeah, fight the clam, and you fight Jobo, who's straight out of Spear Chuckers.
Yeah.
Orchid
I mean,
the
like,
clan.
how many other games do you get to fight a basset hound?
Webigale.
Yeah, that's weak.
Webigale the spider.
I like it.
And then Jobo, oh my god, a spear chucker. This is just
Yeah, what the fuck?
That was
you get to fight an actual spear chucker. This
Well, at
is
least he's kind of white skin toned. Like
oh good. So he's a whitewashed racist caricature. So in other words, he's a typical 1950s on the road movie.
that makes it okay.
So, it's a platformer with some puzzle elements to it that is totally wacky.
Did you ever play it?
No.
Okay.
I may have. This looks like something I definitely would have
Hey,
played.
huzzah to us for doing our homework over the month break, by the way.
Yeah, remember the reason we were going to take a break so we could actually play these games, and we did fuck off? Yeah, that was great.
Hey, I went and played Another World, thank you very much.
There you go.
A game we've already covered.
You could have
Yeah.
played a world with clay monsters in it, huh?
Instead, I went and bought ESPN College Basketball 2008 with Greg Oden on the cover, and I've been playing that all month. So, yay! All right, what else? We have Soldiers of Fortune. They've taken out the dinosaur from Jurassic Park for some reason.
They avenged.
You are
they
dead
avenged
on.
They avenged their comrade that got taken out by the raptors.
Clever girl.
It's like the exact same graphics and like perspective.
I don't know what's going on. Like, there's so much. This image.
In this single-minded pursuit of power and wealth, Baron Fortesque has created a monster.
Baron
The
Foreskin.
Baron's invention is the Chaos Engine, a steam-powered machine that is setting the world of 1877 on its ear.
So it's
In this-
basically Wild Wild West, but video game form.
Your mission is to recruit a pair of mercenaries from a group of 6 and infiltrate the Baron's estate.
And the
So you
mercenaries
got,
are what? So we got-
Brigand?
yep. The gentleman. The
Yeah, all these so you have dollar signs on the logo up top, and you've got pound symbols under each soldier for hire.
it's because it's how many pounds in the butt they'll give you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously this must have been like a European developed game because you're right, they are using the pound symbols, or this was like an English copy of the game of the magazine for some reason.
Localized, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it may just take place in England.
England.
Sure.
Because you are dealing with a baron. So
Soldier of Fortune is a 1 or 2 player game with an overhead view. In single player missions, a computer controlled partner joins in to help with the fight. The 4 worlds of the mission are made of 4 stages each. When you complete a world, you're rewarded with a password. Oh boy. The password keeps track of your accumulated power and wealth and the number of fighters that you have in reserve.
you forgot there's other, and on the bottom we get to see more soldiers: a mercenary, a Navi,
Navi?
and a scientist. And for some reason, wisdom qualifies as a
Yeah, I don't know what that does. Like, I mean, wouldn't it just be how the player uses it? Like, I don't get that. Either fast and it's like health, speed, and weapon power. Of course, makes sense, but wisdom, whatever.
It's probably gives you some kind of special electricity power or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an open world map where you got to go collect stuff, blow stuff up, and get to the end.
Yeah, it's an overhead shooter on the
level-
Super Nintendo.
The graphics are pretty bland looking.
I think it might have been the way that they like captured because
Even in the screenshots, it's not terribly exciting. It's just kind of muddy.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like kind of like
Dirt.
well, yeah. I guess it's
It reminds me of that game Commando for Nintendo. Mm-hmm. Not the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, but the actual game Commando.
like the way I wear my skivvies.
Yeah. You know it. So it's basically all level coverage in here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it looks like the way
It does give you a nice tip, like going with, like take the scientist with you if you don't have a human partner.
This is one of those games where you pretty much have to play with another person to really get the most enjoyment out of it. Because who wants to play with an AI controlled person just hanging around you?
right. That's like totally screwing everything up constantly.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I didn't want to shoot those guys, but thanks. Now I'm involved in that fight too.
Exactly.
All right. So the centerfold. What do we have here, Mike?
Could have been a centerfold.
Yeah, too bad that guy just died recently.
He did. J. Giles, R.I.P.
Yep. So, my angel is the obit section. My angel's in the obits now.
My
So-
angel is an angel, hopefully.
Nice.
Well, we got for the beautiful poster, we got Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage coming soon to your Super NES from Sunsoft. We got Bugs leaning up against a tree and a whole bunch of out-of-scale Looney Tunes characters just tossed in through someone who found out the clip art tool. We get to see Marvin the Martian hiding in a tree hole, hiding in like a tree hole, which he's not that small, but whatever. And then Yosemite Sam jumping up on a swing, which that seems very reckless. And then Fudd, who is significantly smaller than Bugs, is sneaking up on him with a shotgun. And then the Tasmanian Devil is chasing Daffy Duck. So, you got characters there, but no real plot or message to speak of. Just someone just thought, how can we fill this with Toons characters?
Okay.
And then the next game we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. We got a cool sketch of Donatello in the background, as well as in the foreground fighting a shark.
Armageddon.
Looking badass.
Or Armagon.
Armagon.
Sorry.
So we already kind of covered this game a little bit when they had the NES version out.
Yeah, is this
It's a
game
little
any?
odd that
Is this game any different? Well, there's a lot. It seems like there's a lot more coverage here, though.
It's a super tournament fighter.
Because you can do
Shredder
it.
looking fucking badass.
You can do a lot more moves with all the extra buttons instead of just the 2.
Oh,
So yeah, they're going to tell you about all the moves essentially.
Does
Better graphics. Looks like Street Fighter 2 with the turtles.
Does Armagon have like jet turbines built into his shoulders?
In the Ninja Turtles,
He's the original Sharknado.
yeah, in the Ninja Turtles Nickelodeon cartoon, which is wrapping up and was friggin' great, Armagon is a space pirate who flies around in a shark suit, which is capable of space travel. So it's basically he wears his spaceship. And so that might explain why he looks like he has a jet built into his fucking shoulder pad. Because you're looking at his armor, and he's inside it. But that doesn't explain why his armor has drooling teeth. So who knows what the fuck the comics did before the cartoon got at it, but I like the cartoon.
Who
And
else
then we
we
get to
have
see
here?
the Turtles. We get to see Turtles, Leonardo, who looks like Donatello because blue is purple.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And Raphael is throwing a fireball because what the fuck? Donatello doing the E-Honda 100 hand slap, or the Chun-Li kick with his bow. And then Michelangelo showing us what happens when you eat pizza filled with fungus, feces, tennis balls, and garbage. What happens? Well, you've got murderous breath.
Oh,
Look at Armagon's like damage chart. He looks super weak. I would not play the game with him.
No, and he fires he fires Piccolo's Makaka Senpo out of his mouth.
Piccolo. Bow, bow, bow.
We get to see Wingnut. I remember the Mutanimals comic.
it was so bad. I had forgotten about Wingnut.
Yeah, Wingnut and Screw Loose.
What the fuck is Wingnut? When was he in the show?
He was in the Mutanimals, and I think pretty sure he was also in the 80s cartoon as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We got
How
to
do
see
you
him in
remember
the-
any of this shit? Seriously.
Because the Turtles were awesome.
Yeah, they are, but
So-
like that was fucking 20 years
Probably.
ago. God damn.
Well, either
I
one
don't-
of the, I remember seeing the toy. I don't remember him seeing him in any other medium.
I remember Chrome Dome
remember-
in one of the video games. Isn't that? Is it
I
one
don't
of-
remember Chrome
Don't
Dome.
you have to
Sure
like?
it's not Metalhead? No.
Isn't there like a stage where like you're in Chrome Dome's head and like looking out and you're like, wasn't that like
that
one of the
doesn't
stages,
sound-
or was that Battletoads? I don't even remember anymore. Fucking all these games.
Yeah, that was
blending.
Battletoads, where you're seeing from the enemy's point of view.
Yeah.
Also, Shredder. Shredder had one.
Yeah, okay,
Where you're seeing from
alright.
his view.
Why is Shredder Cyber Shredder? Like, is this like is this an early Y2K thing? Or maybe
Yeah,
he
Cyber
likes
Shredder-
going onto internet chat rooms and cybering.
And then there's War. Apparently, you fight one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
You skipped one. Who the
Well,
hell is
there's Asuka.
Asuka?
I don't know. I'd ask.
I don't know.
I'd ask her for a
I don't
number.
know. Alaska.
It's like, we need a Chun-Li clone in the game. Quick, invent a character.
You already had Donatello.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck? He
Look at
didn't-
Donatello in the
didn't-
picture. He's doing Chun-Li.
He didn't even.
Okay, but it
no,
doesn't look like
he didn't
Chun-Li.
listen to what Ben said either. By the way, so good job. But yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so yeah, you got War, which it would be nice if they told us who the fuck this guy is. Instead of just like, you know what, we just throw a purple Blanca in there, and that's what we do. So
we have
Cyber
Cyber
Shredder.
Shredder.
Asuka is a character appearing exclusively in the Super Nintendo version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Oh,
Tournament Fighters.
called it.
She's a young
They-
Kuno Kuchi
Kunoichi?
Kuno Gucci.
who participates
Coochie. She's a young coochie.
in the tournament to start her own.
She's a young Kuno Gucci.
She's got a Kun Kuchi.
Oh
She
my god, that is so fucking racist.
participates in
She's got a coon coochie.
black and yellow, black and yellow. All right. Who participates in the tournament in order to start her own dojo. So,
You know, like Konami just had like an extra character just hanging around, and they were like, "Well, we kind of need another one to round out the evenness. How about this person? What is her name for?" There you
Asuka's
go.
sprite differed between the Japanese release and the American. Her leotard is skimpier in the Japanese version, exposing her butt cheeks more in the moves where they're visible. Her wind pose also causes her breast to bounce in Japan. This was
Damn it.
changed in the U.S. release. Many
Screwed again.
fans spell her name as Asuka, although the Japanese version of the game, Mutant Warriors, it is still spelled Aska.
You think it would be Karai, because she's the Shredder's daughter. Like, she's like a viable character with an actual story. And
I
lore
actually
from the
buy,
comics.
as much as I hate giving Mike credence, I buy his theory here that they were like, oh, we need like a female character to like round this out. So,
That's what I said.
oh, was that Ben? Shit.
Yes.
I don't.
I'll steal the credit.
Fine. It all
They
blends
had,
together.
they had just an extra character laying around from a different game. They're like, "Hey, we need to round out the numbers. We got this person. What do you think?" Okay.
They could have just made her hair black, call her Karai, and be done with it.
No,
I mean, like,
that would involve work.
Okay.
Oh my god! I guess it takes a lot of effort to turn that yellow coat into black.
So
Let's take a look at page 43, the very last screenshot.
Okay.
You got Asuka presenting to Raphael, apparently. Well, actually, he's got his size up in a position where it looks like he's DPing her.
Jesus Christ, Ben. For people that don't have the magazine in front of them, if you do decide to go play this game, there actually are a lot of really helpful charts of like the special moves of all the characters.
Oh my god!
And
Oh my god! What does Asuka call that move? The flying taco?
her move is the spinning uppercut.
The flying... the flying double stuffed.
Oh, speaking of double stuffed, have you seen those new Oreos that are like peat flavored that make your poo like pink?
What?
Have you heard about these? I think I need to try them.
This does not sound natural.
Yeah, it's like it's an Oreo with like pink filling, but it turns.
Is it like that unicorn Starbucks thing?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? I saw someone posted that the other day. I was like, it's like you put a Care Bear in a blender.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Mike, you take the next game here.
Oh man. Okay, Super Solitaire.
Ugh.
It has a
12 games to choose from. Oh, what a value!
It proves that you don't need a full deck of cards to have fun. The game shuffles, deals,
Mike
and
definitely
turns over
didn't
the
have a
cards.
full deck. That's for sure.
Michael's playing this game, setting it in his driver's license.
Oh, you pick.
Zing!
Oh,
You want some ointment
So-
for that burn?
okay. Okay, so it's got English, French, German, Italian, or Spanish.
It's all
really a
fucking
game of-
cards. How? So angry.
And you can play it with the mouse if you want to.
Ooh.
You got 12 games to choose from. What are these games you don't ask? Well, I'm telling you anyway. Klondike, Free Cell, Golf. Yes, you can play cards and golf together. Don't fucking know why. Cruel. Why? Pyramid, Stonewall, Doesn't Matter, Aces Up, Florentine, Poker, I hardly know her, Canfield, Scorpion.
Hooray, it's a bunch of card
And then-
games.
Then it has a tournament
And
mode.
for some reason, Mike rented this. Oh my god. I want to fucking punch you in the face right now.
All right.
I guess 1993 was a slow year after beating Mega Man.
Let's move on. We got a lot more issue to go through. Classified information. Is there anything interesting in here?
You get twin wrestlers.
Oh,
you
Mike's
can use this code to
favorite
set up a
thing
match.
to read every fucking one. All right.
No, not interesting. Invincibility code for Super Star Wars. That's what I'm talking about. You want to be able to play through the game without getting your ass reamed, and you just want to see how it ends? Play Super Star Wars with the invincibility code. That will let you finally get to those awesome Death Star run stages.
That's pretty cool.
That's how I beat this game.
Okay, I just now realized that there was a Nintendo version of Final Fight called Mighty Final Fight, where they are shrunken. I forget what the Japanese term for that is.
Chibi.
Very cold.
Yes, chibi. Like, what's that game that you and I play with the Douche Bros?
River City Ransom?
Yeah, it kind of looks like River City Ransom or like Double Dragon or something like that.
Double Stuffed Dragon.
Yep. And then
Got Actraiser.
Metroid, you got, don't care. Metroid, we have a quick end. Sometimes a player can become trapped in the mazes of the original Metroid without any escape. Really? Instead of resetting the game, the code will allow you to access the password screen. So it allows you to access the password to continue your game, essentially, without having to die, I guess. Interesting.
Yep. And for Metal Combat, here's a secret: how to erase all your data.
Hooray! Just hook it up to some electrodes.
You can erase all evidence that you played this game.
So,
And then we get some cool codes for Rock and Roll Racing, Super Empire Strikes Back, ActRaiser 2, Disney's Aladdin, where you can just skip to the end and face Jafar for the final time.
yeah, this
and
all lets you skip
Fire
to
and
different
Ice.
levels in here, which is pretty useful. So same thing for Super Empire Strikes Back. You can skip around different levels.
You have the
All right.
you have the ISIS mode where every character is a goat.
What?
If you enter all goats as the symbols, it's you get your 72 virgins.
I see.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Didn't say it'd be women.
It's a bomb.
You get to, what do? You get to fly your carpet into a minaret.
Yeah, I don't think I think if ISIS end up in heaven and it was all goats, they'd be pretty happy.
All right.
All
So
right.
next up, we have another Mario comic, and so let's pick parts here. We've got Mario, Wario, Princess Peach, and then a couple other minor characters. Who wants those top three there?
That'd be Mario.
You know what? No, fuck you. You're always the main character.
John, you want to be
Fine.
Mario? You want me to be Mario?
You can
What
be
do want
Mario,
here?
Ben.
Okay.
All right, you can be Wario, Mike.
All right. So that means you're going to be Princess Peach?
Sure.
All right. A party. It's an invitation to. And Mario's
Princess.
just reading a letter here from his mailbox.
Let's party. Come celebrate my birthday next Sunday. Be there or be square. Sign, Princess Toadstool.
Princess Toadstool's birthday bash.
And
And they're both
sang,
thinking
yeah.
here. What present is special enough for her? Aha! I know.
I remember the perfect gift.
It's a tick in the box.
Recently, on the way to the park,
Oh, look. Look.
Pete.
Sorry.
Peach is looking in a storefront window.
Is it Samus or Seamus?
Samus. That's Seamus.
Seamus.
Seamus
Seamus
the
doll.
leprechaun.
With free shillelagh whipping action.
All right, look, a Samus doll. It's so cute. And we didn't.
Hurry,
we didn't
princess,
define
you'll
Luigi,
miss the bus.
But yeah, Luigi pipes in. Bye, Samus.
That's it.
I'll get her that Samus doll. Okay, now I'm fucking Peter Lorre. I gotta get back to my... I'll get her that Samus doll. I can't get out of Peter Lorre. Okay, Wario is Peter
All right.
Lorre.
It's fine.
And they both go to the store, and
Sold out? What do you mean?
sorry, dude, some guy just
Some guy? What did he look like?
he had a big black mustache and like yours, and
Mario. I won't let him one-up me. And then he sees a Jack-in-the-Box with a centipede with flower antennas, and he's smiling, and he goes, wrap it up to look just like his.
sure, oh, okay. He's like sweat's running down his head. That guy also asked,
I'm in a hurry here.
sheesh, 2 weirdos in one day.
We forgot to mention the storekeep also has a beautiful toothbrush mustache, like J. Jonah Jameson, or someone else who celebrates a birthday today, Adolf Hitler.
Mazel tov.
Meanwhile, Jesus.
They call my dick Xylon B because it leaves the bitches breathless. Too soon? All right.
Meanwhile, the following Sunday.
I knew it. The old switcheroo. It's payback time, Mario.
So he sees Mario with the gift walking up to apparently Princess Toadstool's house.
Gangbang Cottage.
Meanwhile, the Toads are busy decorating for the birthday bash.
That's what they call the yearly gangbang. Hey, Mario.
What's up?
The Toads need your help on the decorations.
Oh, sure.
Wario, can you give me a hand?
Mario would love to help.
I really need your help.
And we get to see the big burly bastard is holding up a sign while the Toads nail it in. Hopefully it's not the first, hopefully it's not the last thing getting nailed today. And Wario's like,
Or from Jesus last week.
Wario's like, are you done yet?
There. That's perfect.
Ding dong.
Guests are here, Mario. Would you get the door?
All right. I'll get it.
Ha! Now's my chance. And then he does the old switcheroo. Happy birthday, princess. This is for you.
What? Thank you, Wario. Can I open it now?
Go right ahead.
It was a dick in the box.
The centipede head just springs out, just scaring the fuck out of Princess Peach.
She goes,
What? Oh no!
Whoa, Wario, a great gift. Not?
I'll get you for this.
Princess, here's a gift from my heart.
He switched them. That's really my present. It was a trick. Mario set me up.
Don't be ridiculous.
You plumber.
Stop this at once. I wonder what this is. And it's another
The dick in the box.
centipede, dick, right in her face.
Oh, God.
Ring.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow's head on a spring.
And they both sit there dumbfounded. Mario, not you too.
What? What? Where is he?
That's Princess's.
Where'd you
That's
hide
my
it,
line.
Mario? You tricked me for the last time, and he gives him he drops the hammer down on Mario's head.
Ouch.
Oh, but then Mario counters with an uppercut.
Fess up, where's the doll?
Ow. What?
You mean you didn't buy the,
Stop!
And they're poking their fingers in each other's noses, like pressing their noses into their skull. The artwork here is fucking beautiful.
So Peach chimes, stop!
You guys are just so juvenile.
But if you...
Then who?
You two have spoiled my birthday.
And she's got the waterworks going, and...
Tears are nature's lube.
There, princess. Cheer up. Look what I have for you.
Oh, Luigi! It's exactly what I wanted.
It's the Samus doll.
Yep.
Thank you, it's the perfect present. She starts blowing him right in the middle of the party.
A guy with a mustache.
Give me the mushroom stamp, Luigi!
Okay, Luigi, now I'm gonna blow out your candle.
Give me some of that pesto in the back of my throat.
Here comes the special sauce. Mamma mia.
Treat my
Anyways,
uvula like a Goomba.
I want a Goomba mark on my cheek.
Never gonna put a thwomp in my ass. Anyway.
Yoshi ain't got nothing on my swallowing.
Oh God. Oh. Yoshi's the cameraman. All right. What do they realize here?
So Princess Toadstool gives him a kiss on the cheek.
Yes.
Wario says,
A guy with a mustache.
my mustache looks like that? The end.
So it's revealed that Luigi was the one that bought.
Okay,
presents.
let's take this opportunity to take our break here in the middle. So we'll continue for the rest of the episode in part deuce coming
Maybe
up
even
later this
in
week.
part trays. We don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
But
anything's possible.
it looks like we just lost Mike, so I guess it's just you and me, Ben, taking us on out of here.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take us out of here. Please find us on Facebook, facebook.com/playingwithpowerpodcast. You can also go to our website to find episodes, playingwithpowerpodcast.com. And
By the way,
Yeah.
I hadn't really checked that out until I was looking for something. If you're looking for old episodes, it actually is a really great way to go through everything.
Yeah.
So they actually Podbean gave us a pretty good resource there. So
yeah, it's not too bad. It allows you to search through all the contents too. So if you're looking for a specific guest or topic, you can search through it.
it's got the Ben seal of approval. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. I'm hoping to get something better than that we have, but I have higher standards for ourselves, I guess, than I should. Than our pocket.
I'm looking at
allowed.
hey, we have a website and it functions.
No, I
Ben's
know.
His web designer background's it's
I'm
not great. Anyway,
there's a pixel off. You know.
so yeah, the Facebook group, like Ben said, is always the best way to reach out to us.
Mm-hmm.
We respond back pretty darn quickly to all of that. So
And if you'd like to support the show, we also have a Patreon going, and it will actually start going to support the show this time. Patreon.com/playingwithpower. So you can donate
actually,
there. And
let's be careful. If you have given to that money has gone to the show. It's
It
just,
has.
It's on Mike's end of things lately.
It's under new management, to put it that way.
Yes.
So
all right,
we'll start to get reimbursed as well, not just Mike.
so
Anyways, and if you would like to reach out to us, to Mike on Twitter, he's at GetThePower88. And if you want to spread the word about the show, we'd appreciate it if you leave us a review on iTunes. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Ben.
And I'm John.
And I'm Mike, not here. And now you're playing with power.
The Nintendo Entertainment System.